what's going on, y'all? T-Bob here.
And Jake as well.
And you're about to watch a little OTB LSU.
We're going to give you all the latest, greatest between LSU football, baseball, women's basketball, softball, and everything in between.
Bottom line, if you want to talk Tigers, keep it locked, subscribe, like it, and we hope you enjoy it. Some recruiting news. As the number 2 player in the state of Louisiana is choosing to take his talents outside of the boot. Calic High safety Blaine Bradford has committed to play for the Ohio State Buckeyes. This is reportedly a bit of a surprise. He was thought to be an LSU lean. His brother Jacob Bradford just signed with LSU in the 25 class. This is a guy who's a consensus 5-star. He's the number 25 player in the country, according to the On3 composite. So this is a massive win for Ryan Day and the Buckeyes coming down here to Louisiana and getting a safety, a position of real need right now for LSU out of the state. And Jake, there's a quote that Sam Spiegelman included in his tweet about this that I think really maybe plays on LSU fans' insecurities while also reinforcing how important this year is. And you could say the quote taken out. This is a quote lacking full context, but it says, quote, you know, when asked why he committed there, they're going to win at Ohio State. And that's a plus, you know? And it's like I said, this year for LSU, you have all the pieces, everything's lined up. It is playoffs or bust. They need to prove once again to this new generation that you will win at a rate of the big dogs, that you will compete for championships and goes to playoffs. This is one of the reasons why. Not to say that Blaine Bradford, you know, like, I don't know. Ohio State has a ton of money.
Yeah.
I mean, remember, we've heard reports that last year's roster maybe got all the way up closer to like the $25-30 million range when it's all said and done. So maybe you just can't compete in that regard. But either
you couldn't
way,
last year for sure.
No, hell no. But either way, a hyper important year for LSU football, and you'd love to be able to go out there and win and like beat an Ohio State in a playoff and be able to kind of throw this quote back into the ground.
I mean, when you look at it, LSU's had more DBs drafted, more safeties drafted in the last 5 years. They've had more safeties in the last 3 years drafted than Ohio State.
Damn.
So, like, you have that advantage on them. You have, obviously, close to home advantage on them. They do have the winning, though. They have the national championship. Yeah. And, you know, this current group of players, they've seen the Ohio State Buckeyes go out there and win a lot of games. You know, so you have some things going for you, have some things going against you. You mentioned the money portion of it. We don't know where LSU's at. We know it's going to be much better. We know that not only have the fans, you know, really given to the NIL space, but the head coach has as well, put up $1 million. So we'll see what that number kind of looks like. You know, sometimes these Baton Rouge guys, they just want to go elsewhere.
Can't blame them, yeah.
They don't want to go to a place that's about 3 miles from where they've gone to school.
I agree.
You get about 70% of them that do. About 30% doesn't really matter what you do. They're like, I want to go somewhere different. Maybe that's the case. And then the last thing, it's Moscona's fault.
Yeah, I mean, of course, obviously, that's really the first thing.
Yeah.
I would say, he
was projected 93.9% to LSU before yesterday on 3.
What an absurd thing to do. I mean, to even be willing to go into individual percentages is insane.
Texas,
instead of like
1.8%.
Instead of like I'm like a 4 out of 10, right? To even go to like 43% is crazy, but then we're going into decimals? 93.9?
Why couldn't we just get 94?
That's what I'm
94%.
saying. Or what,
I mean,
9 out of 10. That's very funny.
Very on 3.
I wonder if there's like an actual numerical equation that they use. Like I love listening to old video game reviewers, which that sounds crazy. That's a thing of the past. I mean, anybody read like Electronic Gaming Monthly or anything growing up? Probably not. None of y'all. Jake, you weren't a big gamer, so I'm guessing you didn't dabble in EGM.
No.
But apparently those guys, you know, they used to have a they'd have to put it in an equation and be like, okay, 1 through 10, what's the fun factor? What's the graphics? What's this? And then it would spit out like This is a 7.2 out of 10. Maybe it's the same thing, but either way, huge upset as, what'd you say? 93.9?
93.9 because
Damn it!
Ohio State had 1.6%. Texas had 1.8%.
1 point.
And then it's just spread out amongst Alabama and Notre Dame.
What a win.
But, yeah. And also, like, another point, it's April 1st.
Yeah.
He's got to make it to December.
Oh, it's an April Fool's joke. I didn't even think
Oh,
about
I was
no,
about
not
to say,
that.
is he about to pull like April Fools?
No, I think yes. So Jake, not only is it April 1st, so like the same way we don't get excited about commitments to LSU, it's like, measure this kind of stuff as well. But in the era of the transfer portal, you stay on top of him,
Oh,
you
yeah.
show nothing but love on
Nothing
the way
but
out.
love, yeah.
Hey man, look, we get it. We still love to have you here.
You want to come
but,
back
like,
home?
Yeah, but like go do your thing, man. Best of luck. And then maybe he's not in the starting lineup this fall.
Yeah.
And it's a little like, hey, but
You get his brother. Hey, will you go call your brother?
yeah, hey, look, dude, we got a spot for you down here. Come back home, get comfy, get a little money. So again, it could be maybe a instead of a bye for now, or a see you later. But as the news stands, the number 2 player in the state of Louisiana, 25 player of the country, safety Blaine Bradford, committing to play for the Ohio State Buckeyes. Guys, okay, 2 things.
Is that Hans Gruber?
I
little bit.
did go a little Hans Gruber. Wait, hold on. Ever the cowboy, Ian McLean. Blaine Bradford, second of his class, Catholic high, committed to the Ohio State Buckeyes. That would be mine.
Yeah, that's good.
Wow, Jake, what incredible takes.
I mean, those guys, they're just the best.
I think so. And if you think so, again, hit the like button, subscribe, ring the bell so you get notifications when we post every single day here on OTB LSU.